مرحى يا شهر الإيمان، مرحى يا شهر الإيمان. هل هلالك يا رمضان، مرحى يا شهر الإيمان، مرحى يا شهر الإيمان، مرحى يا شهر الإيمان.
Oh my! Ah! Subhanallah, Ya Rab, truly you are amazing. Oh, Assalamu alaikum and welcome my explorer friends. I'm Ibn Haytham and this is my marvellous telescope. It's special because it goes back in time and can visit any place you can think of. I sit here night after night admiring Allah's creation. Oh, what's that sound? Come, let's take a look and see. Subhanallah, it's the wonderful but scary world of the crocodile. Did you know crocodiles are reptiles like snakes and lizards, and that they're very similar to birds and extinct dinosaurs? It's true, I know, yes. Crocodiles are about the closest we'll get to the ancient dinosaurs. Crocodiles have been around for 55 million years. They live in rivers, lakes and wetlands in many warm parts of the world as well. This crocodile is huge and it lives mostly in large tropical rivers. It's called the Australian salty, and they travel in coastal salt water. In very dry climates, crocodiles may sleep until the dry season ends. The saltwater crocodile is the largest species of crocodile and can grow to be 7 to 15 feet and up to 1,200 kilograms in weight, would you believe? American crocodiles are not only found in southern Florida, but also in the Caribbean, southern Mexico, and along the Central American coast towards Venezuela. American crocodiles are much less aggressive than Nile and Australian crocodiles and are much more shy and like to be by themselves. Crocodiles ambush predators. This means they gang up on a small tasty animal and then pounce and kill their prey. Crafty crocodiles, eh? They can hide in plain sight by blending into the background, which makes it even easier to catch their evening meal. They have very good eyesight too. They also have good hearing. I mean, crocodiles can hear their babies' cries even inside the eggs. Even though they love their food, crocodiles can go for a long time without it. When they do eat, the crocodile has a variety of fish, birds and other animals. Crocodiles will eat whatever they can catch, including wild pigs, water buffalo, deer and sometimes even humans, so you better watch out. Crocodilians don't chew their food, did you know? They bite off big chunks and swallow them in one go. Yes, I think we can tell. Crocodiles are fast over short distances, both on land and in water. This helps them when they are hunting. Crocodiles are fantastic swimmers. They can stay under the water for up to 1 hour, and they can swim very fast, up to 20 miles per hour. If you see warning signs telling you to beware of crocodiles, never ever enter the water or stay around the water banks. These teeth are scary. I wouldn't want to get caught up in those. Look at how pointy they are, like sharp daggers. Crocodiles have sharp teeth and have the strongest bite of any animal in the world. Even though the crocodile has a strong bite, the muscles that open their jaws are not that powerful, and a reasonably strong human could hold their jaw closed with their bare hands, would you believe? Have you ever heard someone say, "Don't cry crocodile tears"? Well, this is based on the fact that crocodiles make tears when they eat. Yes, they don't cry because they feel sorry for the prey, no, but because they swallow too much air. I always wondered why people said that. I suppose now I know. Oh, just look at these cute baby crocs. It's during the months of January and February when mum and dad crocodiles have their babies, and mum carries the baby in her tummy for around 2 to 3 months. But did you know that she lay anywhere between 35 to 50 eggs in one go? Wow, that's a lot of brothers and sisters, not to mention all the food they'll get through. Oh. And look at this one. Sure, he's tiny, but that's a pretty strong grip he's got on that finger. Yikes! The mummy crocodile will build a nest of loose dirt near the water's edge in April or May. She will then bury the eggs and guard her nest fiercely from other animals. When the crocodile eggs hatch in July or August, the mummy will carry her young to the water. Crocodiles are the best mothers of any reptile species. They take care of their babies after they hatch until they can take care of themselves. Crocodile mothers are very protective over their nest. If you ever happen to stumble across their nest, leave it straight away and quietly. A baby crocodile is called a hatching. And just like us, a crocodile can live to be 70 to 100 years old. Have you ever wondered how to tell the difference between a crocodile and an alligator? Well, crocodiles have longer pointed noses, while alligators have shorter, rounder noses. Or think about it this way. Alligators live in America, crocodiles don't. Yes, crocodiles do sleep, but they are extremely light sleepers. They can sleep with one eye open. They can also sleep with their mouth open too. Scary or what? Subhanallah. Crocs are pretty cool animals, but careful, never get too close to one. Allah created the gorgeous world and everything in it. It's been said that it's impossible to see the whole world in our lifetime, but it doesn't mean we shouldn't try. I'm going to search for more and more of Allah's wonderful creations within this universe. Until next time, my explorer friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Truly amazing.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Yogi Yoga. My name is Muhammad Ali and this is your place for yoga, stories and fun. It's easy, just copy the moves that I do and enjoy the adventure. We always start by sitting our bottoms, crossing our legs, and taking both our hands onto our heart and saying our secret yoga code word, which is Bismillah. We always start with Bismillah with any action that we do by remembering Allah. So on 3, 1, 2, 3. Bismillah. Can anyone guess where we are today? How about we look through our binoculars? We'll make our hands into crab claws, place them on our face, and look around. Wow, I think you guessed it by now. That's right, we're in the Amazon rainforest, the biggest rainforest in the world. Before we start exploring, let's warm up our bodies and loosen up our muscles. So, let's start with our right shoulder. We lift it up and back down, and up again and down. And with our left shoulder, up, down, up, and down. Do you think we can make small circles with our shoulders? Let's start going backwards with our right shoulder. 1 circle and 2. And with our left shoulder, rolling it back and another circle. Now let's do the same thing but going forwards with our right shoulder. Make 1 little circle and a second circle. And with our left shoulder, 1 and 2. Now let's shake them up and down. Alright, now that our shoulders are warmed up, let's do the same thing with our necks. We start by looking over our right shoulder. Gaze deep into the forest. And then our left shoulder. Look into the woods and try to spot all the different kinds of animals. Now we look down at the forest floor. Look right between your legs and make sure you're stretching your neck. Now we look up into the sky. By night we see stars, and by day we see clouds. Now let's get started and let's start our adventure. So we start our adventure by tiptoeing through the Amazon rainforest. We don't want to wake up those animals and disturb those little insects, and every time we step onto the leaves it makes a little rustling noise, and that's what we want to avoid so we don't disturb them. And we want to avoid the big logs. Take big tiptoes over the log and over again and walk deep into the woods. And on our way we see tall trees. Let's together make a really tall tree. What we do, we stand on both our feet, raise one of your legs, lean it against the other, and put your arms above your head as tall as you can, and breathe in. Breathe out. And again, breathe in and breathe out. Let's do the same thing with the opposite leg. Raise your leg, lean it against the other leg, make sure it's firm on the ground. Raise your hands above your head and breathe in. Breathe out. This time, we're gonna go as tall as we can. So, as far as you can reach, breathe in and breathe out. And relax. Now, tall trees aren't the only things you find in the Amazon rainforest. You also find small shrubs or bushes. So let's make a little bush. So we'll sit on our knees and cuddle ourselves up, down, put your body against your knees and huddle. Now, we're going to breathe in and breathe out. And one more time, breathe in and breathe out. Now, on the trees you notice one of my favorite animals, or the prettiest ones in the Amazon rainforest, or the different kinds of parrots. My favorite one is the red parrot. Hello little butterfly. So let's make a red parrot. Parrots sit on trees bending their legs, just like this. Now we pretend to be a parrot with our wings, and every time we inhale, we're going to lift our wings up, and exhale, we're going to lift them down. So let's do it together. Like a little parrot. Did you know that the fastest animal in the Amazon rainforest is the cheetah, and it goes up to 70 miles an hour? So now let's go into our cheetah position. We start off in almost like a push-up position, lay our palms on the floor using our tiptoes, and then take one leg and lift it above the ground. If you find it difficult, you can rest on the ground. And here we go to breathe in and breathe out. If you want to make it more difficult, just like a cheetah, about to pounce. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's do the same thing with our other leg. On our tiptoes, lift it up, and I want you to make your cheetah noise. All right, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in one more time and breathe out. I would love to be able to run as fast as a cheetah. Another really cool animal that we find in the Amazon rainforest are snakes, and they come in all sorts of different colors and shapes and sizes. Sometimes they're even poisonous. Shall we go into our snake position? We lie down on our stomachs, like so, and then point our tiptoes outwards and lift our bodies up. Stretch your back and use your elbows, or if you can do it even further, try to stretch your back even more and keep your arms straight. And look straight, breathe in and breathe out. Just like a snake, a slithering snake. Breathe in, inhale into your chest and exhale. Let's do it a third time. Now, as we move closer towards the water, we find big, scary rhinos. Now, rhinos, they look quite lazy, but in reality, they're really, really strong. Shall we make a rhino pose? Rhinos have a big horn, so what we're gonna do for that, with a staff on our fours, lift one of our legs, kick it back, and take the opposing arm and lift it forward and balance. Now, as a rhino, let's breathe in and breathe out. Now, I want you to make your mean rhino face. Grrr. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, let's do the same thing with the opposing arms and legs. Bring them back in, lift your leg up, kick it back, and lift the other arm up, balance. And now, like a rhino, breathe in, breathe out. With that mean face, breathe in and breathe out. And bring your arms back into your body. And lastly, once we reach the water, we find the scariest alligators. Alligators, just like the rhinos, they look really lazy, but they're deadly. Let's go into alligator position by lying down once again on our stomachs. On our stomachs, your arms straight, lift your head up a little bit, and breathe in and breathe out. Once again, breathe in, breathe out. This may not look so scary, but I think alligators are. Last but not least, we're gonna meditate. Let's go back and sit on our bottoms, crossing our feet, and think about the blessings of Allah. So today's word of the day is al-muqit. It means the nourisher. Think about the Amazon rainforest. Close your eyes and imagine that you're in the real rainforest. And think about how Allah has nourished us and the animals, the way the ecosystem operates, how different animals interact with each other and survive of the nature. And think about how the Amazon rainforest is a source of food for us by providing us with oxygen and amazing, beautiful trees and forests. So next time, when you want to think about the blessings that Allah has nourished us with, say al-muqit. See you next time, inshallah.
In 8th century Baghdad, there once lived a pious and exceptionally intelligent man named Wahab ibn Amr. He was a close relative of the Caliph and held a prestigious position at the royal court. However, times were bad for upright people. The ruling class was corrupt, and those who spoke against their cries were executed. Wahab knew his life was at risk. So, one night, he goes to his spiritual master, Imam Qadim alayhi salam, to seek guidance. The Imam only responds with the Arabic letter Jim. Wahab understands this as Janoon, the Arabic word for madness. So, he leaves his home, his family, his prestigious position, and begins a life pretending to be mad. His insanity earns him public sympathy, thereby protecting him from the cruelty of the ruling class. Through his guise of a fool, he solves various problems of the common man while teaching them spiritual and moral lessons of life, thus earning him the name Bahlul Dana, the wise fool. Wahab would play with the children as though he was one amongst them. One day he got on his stick and acted as if he was on a horse. But then he got tired.
Phew, looks like my horse is tired and would like to rest.
So he dismounted his horse and put it on one side.
Uncle Wahab, does your horse eat grass? Does he drink water?
Oh yes, he does eat and drink, but only from the Caliph's garden and bulls.
Uncle Wahab, please let us ride your horse.
No one should dare come near my horse, because he is wild. And no one should blame me if he kicks you.
Wahab sat against the wall and sighed.
Okay, children. All of you go home and let me rest.
One by one they all left. Wahab made a tent into his home. His family worried about him and started looking for him. They found him in his tent, sleeping using his hands as a pillow.
Wahab, wake up from this foolishness. Let's go home. Home? This is my home. What shortcoming do you see in this tent? No fear of landlord, no fighting with neighbors, no fear of thieves. You're ill. Oh Wahab, you need treatment. Everyone is sick. And who doesn't need treatment? Tell me, from the Khalif to the gatekeeper to the Wazir, who does not need treatment? Listen to us. Oh Wahab, this place is not suitable for you. Why is this place not suitable? Verily, this place is much better than the court. On the day of judgment, I don't have to give account for living in this place compared to life at the court. Now, begone, my friends. For the Wahab you have previously known no longer exists.
And they left the tent calling him Bahlul Dana, or the wise fool.
Assalamu alaikum everybody, it's me Barakabi. Why don't you come and learn with me? Do you know what the word of the day is? Let's have a look and see. Today, the word of the day is Subhanallah. Let's say Subhanallah together. Subhanallah. Subhana Allah. Subhanallah. MashaAllah. That's perfect. Well done. you can use this word when you hear or see something amazing and want to make it clear how amazing it is. It means glory to Allah. Let's use it in a sentence now. Subhanallah, what lovely weather. Maybe you can use it in a sentence today. I'm going to take my honeycomb and make some honey at home. Make sure you use the word you've learned today, which is as sweet as honey. See you next time, inshallah. Ma salama.
Walaikum assalam. How are you doing, Pip?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm okay.
Assalamu alaikum, children.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you today?
You sound upset.
He says that it's so special we should recite it, but I don't understand. I've recited it once.
Yeah.
Why do you have to keep reciting things over and over again? Surely if you've read a book, you just put it to one side. I mean, you can read it again, but you just don't keep reading it every single day. And he said, no, Pip, it's recommended that you should recite it on Fridays.
Is that right?
Yes.
Well, first of all, before we even do continue, you do know why it's very important to be reading it in this month.
I do sort of know.
Yeah?
Like sort of. No, I don't. You know, does it hold magical powers that will turn me, Pip, into Super Pip so I can fly in the air?
You know what, it might
Does
not...
it turn me into Super Pip so that my purple fur, is it purple or blue?
Blue.
Bluish purpley fur turns into a neon red.
It won't do that, and it won't make you fly, but it will give you special spiritual powers. Do you know what those special spiritual powers are?
What?
Well, you will once you read it more and more times.
What?
Let me first tell you, by the way. Do you know why your Quran teacher wants you to read that surah and more surahs in this special holy month?
He's probably tired of teaching me and he just wants me to keep doing the same thing over and over again.
No.
I mean, it's only one surah. I mean, it's not going to have that many things to learn from it.
Do you know what surah is, Pip?
Yes, I do. I think I know.
Do you know what is it then? Chapter, yeah. In the
Holy Quran.
in the Holy Quran. And a chapter in the Holy Quran, in the same way as a chapter in any book, will have loads of different things for you to learn about.
What's a rivaya?
It's pretty similar. It's a teaching or a story by one of the imams.
Or it's been narrated.
Exactly. So they've talked about it, and if the imams have talked about something, or if the prophets talked about something, then you definitely have to do it.
I'm sure that a surah is only about one thing though, Mr. Faraz.
Do you know what? I think I can prove you wrong.
Really?
Mm-hmm. How about I explain to you for a few days, one story a day? How does that sound?
What, from one surah? Impossible.
Do you know what? Do you want to... Okay, betting is haram, remember, but do you want to shake hands on it that I can prove more than one story a day?
Okay then.
Okay, well, okay, Pip.
Wow.
Before we continue, I have to ask you one thing.
Go on.
We talked about Surah Al-Kahf. We're going to talk about one story in Surah Al-Kahf.
Cave.
Cave, exactly. So Kahf means cave.
Oh, Kahf means cave.
And what do you think, if I said to you cave, what would you think, Pip?
Oh, caves are
Who lives in-
dark.
No.
And big brown bears.
No.
And big spiders that bite
Well-
with their big teeth.
In some caves, maybe, but not in all caves.
I know, big bears live in caves and that's where they eat honey.
Maybe in some caves, but not in all caves. And I'm about to tell you a story where some people lived in a cave for hundreds of years.
Wow!
And they're still living there.
What?
Do you want to know the story?
No, you're just fibbing.
No, do you want to know the story?
Go on then.
Okay then, but well, before we continue, can we have a salawat?
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
One day, ages and ages ago, there was a group of people.
What's ages?
A long time ago. There was a group of people, a few people, and they had a dog.
I think I slightly know about one of these dogs because my mum says that there used to be a dog called Kitmere or something like that. And she said it was about some men in a cave and they had a dog or something.
Well, your mum's a very smart woman because this is the story.
Oh.
So, there was a group of men and this dog. And they had this dog. And the group of men, you know what they were?
What?
They were believers. Do you know what they believed in? Do you know what they believed in?
Believers?
They believed in God.
They believe in God.
But, Pips, I'm a Muslim.
Yeah.
You're a Muslim. A lot of your friends are Muslims. A lot of my friends are Muslims. But these believers, they didn't really have friends who were believers. They were sort of all alone. You know what a community is? Like a town.
Oh, so like we have a monster community.
Exactly. Or in a mosque, when you have thousands of people coming to a mosque, that's a community. So in their community, everyone was a non-believer. They didn't believe in God.
Oh, these good people.
They were so scared that they were going to be killed or tortured or hurt. What do you think you would have done? If a group of people said to you,
I would have just said, you know what, I don't believe in it. Bye.
See, that's what a lot of people might do, but not these
be like,
people. Prayed to God, and they said to God, "Can you help us?
No.
We believe in you." And these people, they want to hurt us. And they went into this cave, and God put them to sleep.
Like this.
Like this. Guess for how long?
Shh.
Guess for how long? Can you guess?
Ages and ages.
How ages?
Ages.
How long is an age?
Long times.
Like a couple hours? How long do you sleep at night?
Well, I sleep sometimes long hours, like 8 hours is really long.
Okay, well, imagine that they slept for a gazillion hours.
But, oh, now you're just making things up
No,
again.
I'm not. They slept ages and ages and
Now,
ages.
what does the dog have to do with the story? Why did you even tell me this story? It's not even...
Because what happened was they slept for so long that all of the people in that community, they died.
What?
And more communities came and they died and more communities came.
What?
So much so that when they woke up, when God woke them up, they went back into the community of that time, and you know what? Everybody was a believer.
They were like a time capsule.
Exactly, and when they came back, when the time capsule opened, everybody was believing in God. Now, what message can you take from that, Pip?
You should find a time capsule, put yourself in it, and then wait till the time when everyone's a believer.
A more practical message to take from that story is, number one, you should always trust in God. Those people, they could have stopped believing in God. They could have said, you know what, I'm not going to believe in God, I'm not going to hold on to my principles. Do you know what a principle is?
Yeah, school head teacher.
No, that's one meaning of principle. But another meaning of principle is a belief. So you know how we believe in God?
Yeah.
So they held on to their principles and they held on to their beliefs. And what did God do for them? God helped them.
No.
He put them in a cave.
No.
And the second thing you should take from that story, Pip, and I know you have a lot of trouble with some of your friends, what you should always do, Pip, is surround yourself with good people.
Yeah.
Those group of people, there were about 5 or 6 of them, they all helped each other and they all supported each other.
Yeah, it's important to have people who are nice around you.
Exactly.
Isn't it? People who do good.
I'm happy that I'm around you, Pip. You help me.
I guess the feeling is mutual.
So don't you? I think you mean mutual.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
See, now if I
No, but you said that they're still asleep.
they are.
But you said they came out.
They came out and they looked around, and even though everyone was a believer, they were upset
No.
because this wasn't their time.
No.
Can you imagine If you went to sleep now and you woke up and there were no iPads, no phones, no TVs, nothing, you would be upset because it wasn't your community.
Yeah, I'd be
So
upset.
they said to God, God, thank you, but this isn't our community. We don't know how to fit in here.
Well,
So God put them back to sleep, and do you know when they're going to wake up?
when the alarm goes off.
And do you know when the alarm will go off?
I don't know.
On the day of judgment.
Wow.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a nice story, and I learned quite a bit. To be honest with you, though, I think that's the only story we can learn for Surat al-Kahf, seeing as it's named the cave.
Well, we shook hands on it, and I'm going to tell you another story, but you're going to have to wait until next time, Pip.
Till next time.
Until next time.
Till next time, children.
Shh, they're sleeping. You'll wake them up.
Shh, they're not the people of the cave, are you? See you next time.
As-salamu.
التزم طوبى للنفس بتقواها.
My name is Hassan.
My name's Sakina. My name is Amina.
And today we're making mini fruit trifles. So what we need to make this is digestive biscuits
A rolling pin.
and a
Mustard.
Ziploc bag and fruits. Like we're using raspberries,
Strawberries. Blueberries. And we have trifle cups.
So
First we have to crush the digestive biscuit. So we're going to put it in the Ziploc bag.
But you can use any fruits you want. You don't have to use these fruits.
Now we're going to crush them.
Oops. Just take let the air come out.
Oh my god.
You guys can bash it with a hammer at home, but we have to do it nicely.
I'm going to do it with my fingers.
We just have to put a little bit of digestive biscuits. Oops.
Done?
No. Yeah, I think I'm done.
No, look.
Okay. I finished crushing all these biscuits.
No, there's one left.
No, there isn't. I'll crush them with my hands again.
There, open it.
So now that the ones that they crushed, they're gonna put it inside here.
I'm not done. It's gonna get crushed in there.
Do more crushing. Okay, now first we need to we need to put some digestive biscuits into the trifle.
It's not crushed.
You do. You don't do it with a fork.
Okay, all done.
Okay, so now we
crushed them.
now we need to put only a little bit into the trifle. So like we'll only,
Trifle cups.
so just take like a pinch and put it inside.
No.
Yeah, we have to do like Karen doing this. Only a little bit.
See, like this.
Don't take a lot. Don't take a lot. Don't take a lot.
I need to squash it. Okay, so you need this much, like that. No, I have this much enough. Yes.
This
Now we're gonna put some
This much?
custard
You can even do it with a cup. You can put it inside a little cup. But we're using these. So just only a little.
I put it like that.
So only a little bit.
It's like jelly. No, but it's not jelly. I know. Okay, my turn.
It's a bit of custard like this. I'm not done.
I need some more. Ooh.
I think we put a little bit less.
Now I'm going to put more digestive biscuits.
We're going to carry on doing this till it gets a little bit to the top.
What did you do? You did that.
This is going to taste really nice. Oops.
Go.
We're just probably going to do one few more layers of these. Wait, Amina. Okay, Amina, one more. What? We're just gonna do one more layer of digestive biscuits now, because we're getting to the top now. So we're just gonna do
2 more layers now.
No, it's gonna one more.
2 more. Oh yeah, 1 more layer. Yeah, I'm making a mess of it. Okay, now we're gonna put the whipped cream. Oh my god, this looks like slime.
Slime? Amina, it's not slime.
Now
I just have one more layer left.
Huh?
Do I?
No, you're not supposed to add custard.
No, I have one more layer left.
Okay, so I did mine. Tastes so nice.
So I'm not done yet, because
And now we're going to put the whipped cream. No? Yeah.
okay, so I'm done now.
I don't know what's happening.
So
You done? No, I'm not done. Shake it.
yeah, you have to shake it.
Shake it.
You shake it.
There.
Oh.
Can you do it for me? I'm trying to do my nails. Okay, now I'm going to put some blueberries.
The whipped cream is really hard, kind of hard to put on.
Oh, there. Did it. Let me see. Oh, I want to do like that. Now, where's my strawberries? Now I'm going to cut my strawberries.
And I have raspberries. So this is
when I'm going to use my straw. Can I have this, please?
Would you?
No, because I'm starting it to do this.
No, you don't need any more. You only need yours.
Oh, sorry.
So Sakina's. Oops. Yeah. So she's just cutting the strawberry. She's taking the stem off.
Okay, I took the stem off.
So then she's gonna use that straw. She's gonna cut it. Oh, where's mine then?
Where should I cut it? I don't have a plate.
I'll use the blue one to cut mine. So I'm gonna cut my raspberries. And I'm gonna pop them on. You don't have to do with fruit as well. You can even do it, put
With
chocolate.
chocolate.
But we're doing fruit.
Oh, sweet.
No.
Bilang dia kan?
For how much you want. It might get a little messy.
Can I tell you a joke?
Yeah.
What's a pirate's favourite word?
R.
Yeah.
This is so small. Oops. I've made mine.
I made mine. Are you done?
Oops. Oops. So we're all done now, so now we're going to try it. That's how it looks. And at the bottom you could, and over here you can see the digestive biscuits and the custard
This is Amina's.
there.
I like mine. Obviously like this. Now let's try it.
You have to go all the inside.
Ready, go.
It's so nice. It's really easy to do as well.
Thank you for watching.
We hope you enjoy making your mini trifold.
Gaddafi!
Do you want some, Sakina?
Yes.
التزم طوبى للنفس بتقواها.
Assalamu alaikum dear children, and welcome to your daily fruit news, all about fantastic fruits from around the world. Today, I'm going to introduce you to a fruit that is well known for all its goodness, beautiful shape and colour. People have been eating this fruit for hundreds of years, and it's called the watermelon. In today's fruit news, we'll take a look at where watermelons come from and why they're so good for us. Now that we know what's coming up in today's fruit news, we can meet our guest, the watermelon, and he will tell us a few things about himself. Assalamu alaikum, Wajid Watermelon.
Walaikum assalam, Basim Banana.
Wajid, we'd love to learn more about you. Please, do tell us more about yourself. First of all, where do you come from?
Sure. I would love to tell you about myself. Well, watermelons were first grown in tropical Africa and east of the Andes in South America.
Wow, you grow in the most amazing and warm places. How wonderful. But why should we eat watermelons? Why are they so good for us?
I'll tell you why. I contain many vitamins and minerals that are really important for the human body. I'm jam-packed with sulfur, phosphorus, chlorine, sodium, potassium and vitamin C, B2, A and E. I help the human body in many other ways too. When you're tired, I can give you lots of energy. If you have a temperature, I can help bring it down, and I also help your liver to do its job properly and get rid of all the nasty germs in your body.
Wajid, you're truly an amazing fruit. Thank you for sharing all this valuable information with us.
Oh, that's okay. It was great to be here, and thank you to all the lovely children watching at home for listening so well.
Well, that's about it for today. Thank you for joining us. See you next time, inshallah. Ma salama.
التزم
Didn't see you there. Hello and assalamu alaikum. I was just saying a prayer that comes straight from my heart, because that's where I believe real wishes come from. Just like a father's wish to have a real son that he can love. Today's story is Pinocchio, written by Stephanie Dragon. Once upon a time there was a lonely old man called Geppetto who had no children. Geppetto wished that he had a son to love and keep him company. So he carved himself a puppet that looked just like a little boy. He called his puppet Pinocchio. But things didn't go quite as planned. Pinocchio didn't want to stay at home with Geppetto. All he wanted was to have fun and adventures, so he ran away. After some time, naughty Pinocchio came home. He felt sorry for running away and was very pleased to see Geppetto again. As Pinocchio ate the food that Geppetto had lovingly prepared for him, he heard a tiny voice. There, on his arm, sat a cricket, and it was talking. "Pinocchio, you must be good," said the cricket. "For every time you tell a lie or do something bad, your nose will grow." For a little while, Pinocchio was happy to be home again. He promised Geppetto that he would be good, and that he would go to school every day. Geppetto was very poor, so he had to sell his coat to buy Pinocchio an ABC book for school. But he didn't mind. He loved Pinocchio. The next day, Pinocchio was on his way to school when he heard music. In the middle of the village square stood a puppet theatre. "If only I could see the puppet show," sighed Pinocchio. "But I don't have any money." Then he had a brilliant idea. "I know," he cried. "I'll sell my ABC book." So he did, and his nose started to grow. Pinocchio queued up to buy a ticket for the puppet show. While he was waiting, a fox and a cat came up to him. "Good morning," said the fox slyly, looking at the coins in Pinocchio's hand. "I see you only have enough money for one show." Then, coming closer, he whispered, "I can take you to a magic field where you can plant your money and make it grow." Pinocchio really liked this idea. If he grew more money, he could buy another ABC book and go to as many puppet shows as he liked. So he set off with the fox and cat. Soon they stopped for a rest. As the sleepy fox and cat began to snore loudly, just like that, the cricket suddenly appeared again. "Don't trust them," he whispered in Pinocchio's ear. But Pinocchio took no notice, and when the fox and the cat woke up, they all set off again. After a long journey, they arrived at the magic field, and Pinocchio planted his coins. While he was waiting for them to grow, he had a little nap. But when he woke up, all he saw was an empty hole. The fox and cat had tricked him and stolen his money. "Don't worry," said a sweet voice. Looking up, Pinocchio saw a blue fairy fluttering close by. "I can explain everything to Geppetto," she said kindly, "but you must promise to be good." "I promise," cried Pinocchio happily. After being tricked by the fox and the cat, Pinocchio behaved himself for a long time. Then, one day on his way to school, he passed a group of children. "Come with us," they cried, forgetting his promise to be good. Pinocchio followed them to a place where children play all day long. Pinocchio had great fun playing with the children, until one night the cricket appeared again. "Pinocchio, if you don't go home, you'll turn into a donkey," he said very seriously. This time Pinocchio listened to the cricket. He ran and ran until he arrived at the sea. He was wondering what to do next when a seagull flew overhead. "You must help Geppetto," cried the seagull. "He set off in a boat to find you, and a huge fish swallowed him." And with that, Pinocchio leapt into the sea and started swimming. He had to save Geppetto. Suddenly, an enormous fish appeared out of the water and swallowed Pinocchio in one giant gulp. Inside the fish's tummy, Pinocchio heard a sound, a voice he knew and loved. It was Geppetto. That night, while the great fish slept, Pinocchio and Geppetto crawled out of its enormous mouth and swam safely to shore. Then they made their way home again, together. From that day on, Pinocchio went to school every day, and he was always good. One day, the blue fairy came to visit. "I think it's time to reward both of you," she said. And with that, she turned Pinocchio into a real little boy. At long last, Geppetto had the son he had always wished for. This is one of my very all-time favorite stories. I've even got my own Pinocchio. See you next time, inshallah.
مرحى يا شهر الإيمان، مرحى يا شهر الإيمان، هل هلالك يا رمضان، مرحى يا شهر الإيمان، مرحى يا شهر الإيمان، مرحى يا شهر الإيمان.